This light is blinding. Full speed ahead. Anyhow, guys, welcome back to the next episode of Reacting to Epic the Musical. And you know what? I think today's going to be a good one. We got Full Speed Ahead and Open Arms, which I said before, Full Speed Ahead's gotta be a boat song. Or it's gotta be like maybe a charge attack song. But it's something of that line, which I'm gonna go with because I have a feeling, and if my feeling's right, it's gotta be mostly a boat song. I mean, these guys, at this point, did they seize Troy technically? They came for their mission. They got the mission done. So now, are they good? Like, is that's the question. And Open Arms. I think it sounds positive, sounds uplifting. So I think I'm going to like it. So let's hop right into it. Like, what am I holding up for? Like, let's just, before I continue. So I remember telling you guys, I don't think that there's actually going to be a version like this one. Little did I know, we came across the same animator who did Full Speed Ahead in this same animation. Amazing! We get to show the amazingness that this animator does in the next song unexplicitly. But Open Arms will be in 2D because we can't find a 3D version of Open Arms. And either or, it's probably just, it's good because we're going to have a lot of 3Ds anyway. So, let's get to it.
$600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind: make it back alive to our homeland.
I knew it. I knew it would be a boat song. I had a feeling. Again, the production values is really good. Like, I wish this artist did more of the epic songs, which they probably will. By the time I react to all the songs, I'm not gonna be able to get to all of them. If they do, that's even if they do, but they're doing a really good freaking job at it. Also, this is what an opening song sounds like. Now, yes, technically this is the opening, this is the beginning, this is the start of the series. This is the open, like, when you listen to songs, when you go to Broadway musicals, I don't typically go to Broadway musicals, but I really like listening to musicals. This is how you typically start. It's a song that kind of introduces something. Now, yes, Horse and Infant, you do get introduced to some of the guys, but we, like, as of right now, like, we haven't seen much of the guys. I'm assuming we're gonna get Diomedes to sing next. There's gotta be somebody. There's gotta be some crew next, but it's definitely very interesting to see it like this. Let's continue.
Distance
It's what lies in between.
and in the cars waiting. My kingdom is waiting. The Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
Okay, so immediately when I'm watching this, so one thing he said was the problem is not the distance, it's what lies in between. So if you look up, let me look up real quick actually. Yeah, this is not, so this, if there's like 9 sagas, clearly there's a lot built in the middle. And for a for a sea trip or a trip back home, for this many sagas, there's a lot of questions. And clearly there's a huge ounce of it. I read the saga titles. So it's because the last saga from what I looked up. I looked up the saga titles. So right now we're in the Troy saga, which is the So it looks like the first one, it was entering Troy into battle. Second one was also in Troy, about contemplations with his thought process of what he should do with the sun. The third one is an open seas trip back from Troy. So are we gonna go? Are we? Gotta see what happens next. So let's do this.
You really cuss.
600 men.
600 men.
600 men with big mouths to feed. And we've run out of supplies to eat.
Cause the war of food stores depleted.
600 men.
600 men.
600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan?
Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly.
Watch where the birds
They
fly.
will lead us to land.
They will lead us to land.
There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now for speed ahead.
Here we are again. So we actually don't learn about any of the other crew that were mentioned in the Horse and Infinite song, but we do learn about Eurylochus, which is his second in command. So, okay, interesting. I want to look up something real quick. Okay, so Eurylochus is actually Odysseus's sister's husband. So this is his brother-in-law. So there's actually some kind of mold here from what I just looked up. I don't know how sure comparatively to the actual Odyssey this is, but from what I can see, this is definitely a factor. Okay, so clearly we learned that Eurylochus is going to be a main factor in the whole series. I feel like the other crews definitely gotta have a factor too in that case. It's interesting, honestly. This is a good song, really good song. I really like this song. Right now, out of the three I've listened to, this is probably, and I'm not even done with this one, but this is probably like over them. Like, this is probably the first one, like top one for me right now. I really do like this.
Captain Polities, look! There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows?
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No.
Alright, so here we got Polities, which he seems to be close to Odysseus as well. First, I can't speak because I was going to say Oedipus. We're definitely not in the Oedipus story. I read that in school, and it was messed up. But we're not going to get down that point. So, Polities, which looks to be one of his crewmates as well, who looks very... He definitely has the side character right, but he seems very positive, uplifting. He's giving him good news. I like the little red bandana. They animated a really good job editing. I'm saying a lot, so forgive me for that. Wow. In the island. So fire, but I see fire, but there's no smoke. Now, is that fire, but there's no smoke? Does that mean that the light they see is not a fire? Or, and I gotta laugh because immediately, the way when Eurylochus is like, let's raid the place, and he's like, no. Immediately after. I can't wait to see what happens next.
You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now for speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
And that was Full Speed Ahead. Love that song. It's really powerful. Really good start. And I personally think it's a lot better than the first two. This is the starter song. This is how you start off the whole franchise. Whatever, if you call it I think you call it a franchise at this point. You have 9 sagas. There's a lot of different characters. It's like Marvel's got all these sagas. Imagine a Marvel Broadway kind of style. We kind of got something like that with the Hero and Hawkeye with the Captain America musical. Something like that would be amazing. Now, full review on this. First off, like Polities, I think he's a great character. So far, we're getting good development on him to show as a positive uplight, and he hasn't cut down. He hasn't cut down. Odysseus. Jeez, I gotta stop thinking about Oedipus. Eurylochus, the other guy, he seems very like okay. He's his brother. So he looks like he's a little sad. He's not going originally on it because he's like, I'm close to you. We're supposed to be brothers, and this is what you do. Like it's that whole ordeal that kind of, I get the vibe I get off, and like he's a little sad. But as soon as Odysseus talks about making the whole place burn, kind of he's like, okay, well he's still relying on me on something. I keep an eye on him. I think he's a little sketchy for a character, but he's not bad. He's not a bad dude at all, clearly. He just has, I think he's got intentions that are in the wrong spot. But great song. You see the boats. Definitely fits the time period. This is a really stellar animation. Really good job. I've talked a lot, but you know what? This is a really great. Now, I want to go see, let's go see what Open Arms is like. I bet it's going to be something where Odysseus is going to start singing about how great his art, like how he's going to be boastful, or it's going to be something positive where he's going to try to become a pacifist. Where because you saw it in the animation that he was like this when like the baby came to mind. So he's got something on his conscience already.
You can relax, my friend.
Huh?
I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service.
Hold up! We got a Polities song? We got a Polities song before Eurylochus? I mean, I'm not complaining. I like Polities. I'm into this already. It's the whole fact that I'm surprised more of the fact that Eurylochus didn't get his own solo song than Polities. Wow, I'm thoroughly impressed. I thought this was going to be an Odysseus song. I thought Odysseus would be singing most of these songs, obviously because he's the main character. But wow, a Polities song? I can't wait. He's probably got like 5 in these sagas, like 5 or 6 at least. So he's going to be some really good songs. And again, for 2D animation, the production value on this is still pretty solid. I like the way these animate. You can tell the community came together for these, and the animation is solid.
Into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword and I've said, why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine.
So I wasn't wrong. This seems very... So it is a... Polities seems very... And there's my cat. Come on. Yeah, you're good. Come on, go. Sorry about that. So he seems very... optimistic, what is the word? Wow, I can't think of it. Pacifist. He's very pacifistic. Yeah, even to the point about throwing his armor in the water, like, that's crazy, dude. That armor is expensive. You know, the way our military is, you know, they'd be flipping out about that. But, like, if it was during war, it'd be understandable. Now, like, do you go back, when they go back, you're like, oh, hey, all your armor's gone, so all that money is, like, I like this song. It is very catchy. This life is amazing, that you greet with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Welcome.
Stay back!
Stay back. Stay back.
My friend, greet the world with open arms.
Polities, my dude! Y'all are about to get killed by these little monsters, and you're talking about open arms? These guys telling... See, I see why this is a little upset. Because you're right here, you think you're calm, doesn't seem to be any monsters, and all of a sudden, welcome. Like, what? No, you don't just do that. Polities, no! You've shown yourself to the enemy.
Our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes.
Here you go.
See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face.
Okay, admittedly, the creatures are really cute. So they ended up being good. That's a good thing. And the harmony they put there. See, this life is a man. Like, that is solid. That, Jorge, when you put this together, you had the likings for a great. Oh man, oh, I'm enjoying this so much. This is, the first two songs weren't bad, and clearly, so we aren't in Troy. We're on an island off on Troy. I don't know where, but we're clearly off on an island. So, wow. Honestly, I'm impressed. Very. This is very, very good. Not just the animation and the artwork, but this whole song.
Start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree, but look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms.
Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me?
So this is very sidekicky, because you can tell he loves the wilderness. Like, when you think of a lot of side characters, they love beating wilderness or like little small animals and stuff like that. So it's very this is kind of Disney-ish. If Disney were to do the Odyssey, like if Disney were to do Epic, this would be amazing. Like, that should be a whole thing. Jorge, call up Disney. Get this on Disney Plus or something, because this is solid. Oh, I really like this a lot. And the whole fact now that they're going to go start looking for food. Now, yeah, there was a twist that the lotus fruit was bad. But, again, we'll see what happens.
Me where there's other food to eat.
The cave, Gary Cave.
A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave?
East, that way.
Thank you.
Welcome.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there is so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my friend.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. I am stunned. That was amazing. Like, as someone who follows Jesus, that's the same message. It's for us to have open arms and love one another. And the way that Odysseus looks at Polities is the fact that he has a lot of love towards. Clearly, he's got to be like his best friend or something like that. But there is something here that it's like they're definitely close, like best friends. And he just looks at him like, man, I should have been trusting you this whole time, Polities. And beautiful. Oh man, I love Epic. And this is only the first 4 songs, and like, this is good. Wow. Whew. This is amazing. And tears you up a little bit. I am not gonna lie though. So the next song will be kind of a redo for me, because the only reason I did hear Epic, not just from my friend, but from a while ago, which I found out that they were released in sagas over time. The first song I ever heard was Warrior of the Mind, so I'm aware this is Athena. That's next. And then I'm trying to remember what it was. I guys remember the one lyrics. Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? Maybe one day we'll reach him, and I'm the warrior of the mind. Something like that. I remember that because that was like one of the first things I listened to. I think it was one of the first, because Troy was, I think, the first saga, but it wasn't as big as it is now. So now that I'm actually getting to listen to all the songs, I'm really worried tomorrow. So this is going to be kind of a read, but it's been a minute since I've listened to it, so this is also still a good and solid little foundation for it. I can't wait to get into that. Other than that, these songs are amazing. Personally, these two are probably my favorite over the other two, but they're not bad at all. So Epic, like this saga is really good, which is it's not. The next episode is going to be a little weird because from what it also seems, it's going to be that we're going to be finishing up the Troy saga and we're heading right into the Cyclops saga. So this is it's something that's going to be a little different, but we're going to have to work. There's 40 songs. I'm trying to do 2 episodes a song. I ain't going to squeeze in 3 in one, especially if there's a time like I got doesn't go. If I put out a 40-minute video, y'all are probably not going to watch 40 minutes. If I put up a 20-minute video, y'all are more likely to watch 20 minutes than you are 40. And respectively, as much as you want to, I am not going to do that yet. These episodes will be coming out, so the reactions will probably be every other 2 or 3 days, just to make it a little more cautious. As for reacting things, if there's anything else you want me to react to, just let me know. But I am pleasantly surprised of how Epic is going. I like the culture. It's just not my belief, but it's a good culture for sure. And I'm sorry I keep bringing that up. It's just I want to make sure where I stand, so you guys are aware. But I love this so much. This is such an amazing. I feel this is a little bit. I do feel with him a little bit. So I can't wait to hear more Polities songs. Like they're gonna be freaking good. Let's go. I love Epic. Alright. Thank y'all for watching. We will be doing Warrior of the Mind, and I think it's Poly something. So next time. See y'all. Cruelers of Makand. Oh, I don't know. I gotta think of something. It's been a long time since I've done an outro. So peace.